The silence from the new regime has been deafening. But hours before the most crucial game of Ruben Amorim's tenure, that silence has been broken. Amidst the chaos of Paul Scholes' X-rated rant and the manager's desperate tactical changes, Sir Jim Ratcliffe has delivered a shock message that cuts straight through the noise, effectively putting the entire Mainoo crisis on the official radar of the incoming ownership. This message is a direct, calculated intervention. It not only reveals the cold, hard numbers that expose Amorim's failure, the damning 171-minute statistic, but also confirms the horrifying transfer reality. Serie A giants Napoli are actively pursuing Mainoo, with the player reportedly open to a January loan. This is the ultimate pre-match bombshell. We break down Ratcliffe's veiled but ruthless message, the crushing truth of the Mainoo 171 stat, and how the Napoli threat confirms that the manager's stubbornness is actively costing Manchester United its future. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, whose tenure is built on demanding structural excellence and challenging failure, has chosen this moment, just before the Wolves' kickoff, to send a message. While it is not a direct press conference, the highly specific details leaked to trusted sources are a calculated, high-level intervention designed to apply pressure where it matters most: performance and asset management. The focus of the new board is on maximizing the value of all club assets. Internal data shows the club's most valuable academy prospect, Kobbie Mainoo, has registered only 171 Premier League minutes this season. That is unsustainable for a player of his projected worth, especially with serious European interest now formalized. Ratcliffe is speaking the language of business, not sentiment. He is effectively telling Amorim, your personal principles are destroying the club's financial and sporting assets. The message bypasses the tactical debate and focuses on Amorim's core failure, asset utilization. This leak proves that the crisis is now above the manager's pay grade. Ratcliffe has taken control of the narrative, framing the Mainoo snub as a fundamental mismanagement issue. Amorim's job security is now tied not just to the result against Wolves, but to how he immediately resolves the Mainoo issue. This is the most direct warning shot the manager could receive. The Glazer era might have tolerated wasted assets. The Ratcliffe era will not. The most explosive detail in Ratcliffe's message, and the definitive sign that Amorim's time is running out to save the situation, is the specific clinical statistic: 171 Premier League minutes for a player Paul Scholes describes as being ruined. Quantifying the neglect, 171 minutes equates to less than 2 full games of Premier League action across the entire season so far. Mainoo has been an unused substitute 4 times, including the critical West Ham failure, where his composure was desperately needed. This number places Mainoo in the category of third-choice goalkeepers and long-term injured players. It utterly demolishes Amorim's defense that he sees Mainoo as a starter and is merely protecting him. You do not protect a player by keeping him sidelined for 80% of the season. You neglect him. This minute tally directly links to Scholes' criticism. Amorim has chosen to trust a failing midfield combination of Casemiro and Fernandes, a combination that lost control against West Ham, over giving minutes to the one player proven to inject composure. The 171 minutes is the cost of the 1-1 draw and the very real threat of falling out of European qualification. The global value destruction. In the eyes of the new ownership, the number is a devaluation metric. Mainoo's value, which soared after his breakthrough season, is being intentionally depreciated by his own club. Every minute he sits on the bench is a minute of experience lost and a question mark added by potential suitors. Ratcliffe's message is a clear demand for Amorim to stop burning the club's pure profit asset. The final element of this bombshell, and the definitive sign that Amorim's time is running out to save the situation, is the formalized, serious interest from Serie A champions Napoli. Reports confirm Napoli, led by Antonio Conte, have established contact with Mainoo's entourage to discuss a potential January loan move. This is not idle speculation. This is active negotiation driven by the player's reported frustration. Napoli is desperate for a versatile midfielder and can offer Mainoo the guaranteed starting role he is being denied at Old Trafford. Furthermore, the success of his former teammate Scott McTominay at Napoli offers Mainoo a perfect case study. Leave the chaos of United, succeed abroad, and return as a world-class player. The Skulls attack provided the moral justification for Mainoo to leave. The Napoli interest provides the viable, elite destination. Amorim's stubbornness has opened the door for a major European rival to poach United's future. If Amorim benches Mainoo tonight, he isn't just risking 3 points. He is green-lighting the Napoli deal. The Wolves clash is now the most pressure-filled game of Amorim's career. But the pressure is no longer just from the fans. It is coming directly from the top. The lineup demand. Given the severity of Ratcliffe's message, every fan, analyst, and board member will be checking one name on the team sheet: Kobbie Mainoo. If Mainoo starts, it means Ratcliffe's message was an immediate, effective ultimatum forcing the manager to abandon his principles to save his job and the player. If Mainoo is benched again, it is an act of open defiance. Amorim will have chosen to ignore the club legend, the fan base, and now the incoming ownership. A loss or a poor performance in this scenario will make his position immediately untenable, confirming that the manager is the crisis. The managerial choice. Amorim has brought back his defensive generals, Martinez and De Ligt, and injected pace into the attack, Dorgo and Mount. He is attempting to prove his system works, but the structural failure is in the midfield, and his solution is still to trust the failing midfield combination of Casemiro and Fernandes. Tonight, Amorim must deliver a performance that makes the Ratcliffe message, the Scholes rant, and the Napoli interest all irrelevant. But as the clock ticks towards kickoff, the evidence suggests that the manager is fighting a losing war on all fronts. Has Sir Jim Ratcliffe just delivered the final ultimatum to Ruben Amorim? Should Mainoo take the Napoli loan offer? Let me know your score prediction and your final word on this managerial crisis below. And be ready to hit subscribe for the immediate post-match verdict right after the final whistle.